This video covers the basics of using the InspectARide app for your vehicle inspections. We have the app open and we're looking at the main screen. We'll tap on Start New Inspection. Here, we can choose between selecting a template or selecting a vehicle. If you have a fleet of vehicles that you inspect, then you can easily set those up, and once set up, you would tap on this icon here to see your complete vehicle list. For this video, we'll go back to our template list. Here, we have a list of all of our templates. InspectARide comes with a ton of preset templates that you can use, and you also have the ability to customize and set up your own. For this video, we'll use our basic vehicle template, which we can select by tapping on it. We're now ready to start filling out information. The date gets automatically filled in, and for the file name, we'll call this My First Inspection. Now, we have a spot for the VIN. You can either use the VIN scanner by tapping on this button, or you can simply type the VIN in. For this video, we'll type in the VIN, and once it's entered, we can tap on the Look Up VIN button to decode it. As you can see, the year, make, and model were all filled out, so now we can tap on Continue. Now we're in the inspection. Here, we can switch between the different views by tapping on the different icons on the navigation bar. On iPhones and iPads, like we're showing here, the bar is at the bottom, but on Android phones or tablets, you'll see the bar at the top of the screen. The view we're on is the Vehicle Details view, where we have the basic information about the vehicle we're inspecting. Most of the information has already been filled out from when the VIN was decoded, but let's go ahead and fill out the rest. We'll tap on mileage and we'll enter 120,000. Now, we'll scroll down and we have exterior color. When we tap on the entry, it pulls up a drop-down list that we can select from. I can simply swipe my finger up and down to see the full list, or I can start to type the color of the vehicle, and then it will filter down the entries based on what I type. So we'll say the color is silver, so we'll start with an S. That leaves us with silver. We'll tap on it, and now it's entered. So at this point, the basic vehicle information is entered, and we can tap on Enter Inspection Data and start filling out the checklist portion. We're now looking at all our inspection points, so let's get started. Filling out information is easy, as on the left, you have your ratings, and we can see exactly what each of these ratings means at the top. The ratings are customizable, so you'll be able to set them up how you want, but for this template, we have G for good, F for fair, and then P for poor. In the middle, we have the inspection checklist items, and then on the right, we have a spot for any notes. Let's go ahead and fill out the first few lines. The hood is in good shape, so we'll tap on G for good. The front is also good, so we'll tap on G again. Now let's say that the front bumper has some scratches on it and a dent, so we're going to mark it as poor. You'll see that as soon as we tap on P for poor, it automatically pulls up a screen where we can enter notes for the line. On this screen, there are common notes that you can select from, or you can tap in the entry box and type something in. Let's tap on the note for dents, cracks, or scratches present, and as you can see, it gets added in. Now that we've added in the note we want, we're ready to go back to the previous screen, so we'll do this by tapping the back button. We'll pick up where we left off, and we'll say the fenders are good, and so are the doors. The roof has a few scratches on it, so we'll mark it as fair, and if we wanted to type in a note to explain that the scratches are there, we can do that by tapping on Notes at the right of the line. This pulls up the notes screen we just saw a few moments ago. We can select a comment from our pre-populated notes or type something in. Let's go ahead and type in several light scratches. Now that it's in, we'll tap back. That's all there is to filling out information, so let's skip ahead a little. Okay, so we've come to the condition of wheels line. We have an issue with the right front hubcap being broken. So let's mark it as poor. And for the notes, we'll explain the hubcap needs replaced. Not only can we add in a note on this screen, we can also easily add in pictures. In the top left, we have two icons, with the first one being a camera and the second one a picture. If you tap on the camera icon, it'll pull up your device's camera and you can easily take a picture that gets added right into the report. The picture icon will pull up your camera roll or your gallery, which will show every picture already on your device. You can then navigate to the one you want to add in and add it into your report. Let's add a picture by taking it with our camera. We'll tap on the camera icon and this brings up our camera and we'll go ahead and take the picture. Once we take the picture, we have the option to replace it with another picture, take an additional one, or we can tap on finished if that's the only picture we want to add to the line. This is the only picture we want to add in, so we'll tap on finished. And this takes us back to the note screen, and here at the top you can see the picture we just took. If you tap on this picture, you'll have the option to add markups to it. You can add in arrows, circles, boxes, or text. Let's go ahead and draw two green arrows. Now that they're on, we'll tap Edit Note in the top left corner, and this will take us to the previous screen. Again, we're going to go ahead and tap on back, and this will take us back to our inspection list. That's all there is to filling out information. Let's skip ahead to where everything is filled out. Now that everything's filled out, let's take a look at the picture view, which we can get to by tapping on the picture icon. Here, you can see all the pictures we've already added into the report. You also have a spot where you can add a picture for the cover page and add in pictures for each view of the car. At the top, we can add in general pictures that won't be associated with a specific line or section, but will still appear in the report. Once again, we'll skip ahead to where we have all our pictures added in. So at this point, we've seen how to enter information and add pictures. Now, we're ready to finalize the report, so we'll tap on the check mark to go to the final view. This view gives us an overall summary of the report. We'll see how many inspection points were marked with each rating, and below that, there's an area that will give you notifications in case you missed something. Since the inspection is complete, we'll check Inspection Complete, and we're ready to create a PDF of the report. To do this, we'll tap on the drop-down arrow on the PDF button. Here, we can decide if we want to create a standard report or a compact report, and we'll go ahead and select Standard. When we do this, it'll create the PDF and then send you an email with the PDF of the report attached. It also gets uploaded to your cloud account for long-term storage where you can access it whenever needed. Let's go ahead and pull up our cloud account and go to the inspection area so we can see the inspection we just worked on. As you can see, the inspection is now listed. It tells us the basic information about the vehicle, and to the right, we can also view the PDF we created, download it, or recreate it in a different report format. Let's tap on View to view the PDF. Now we can see the report we created. It displays all the information in an easy-to-read format with pictures. You can easily set up reports with your logo and change the color and make some other changes to the way it looks as well. If we scroll to the end of the report, we'll see our summary of all the items marked poor, which makes it very easy to see the key issues noted in the inspection in one area. This concludes the video on the basics of using the app.